Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. One take and uncut, and just a heads up, I am feeling scatterbrained and probably will go on a tangent. So guys, remember, Susie Esoteric Trading Solutions just put out a cool video today, and she was just kind of talking about DLT and blockchain, and I just want to emphasize, the most important difference to remember is blockchain is one type of distributed ledger technology, DLT. Blockchain, it's a sequence of blocks. Distributed ledgers do not require a chain like this. So furthermore, guys, DLT, distributed ledgers, they do not need this type of proof of work consensus mechanism, and theoretically offer better scaling solutions. Cough, cough, the XRP ledger. All right, and again, she has a great point of view today that she made about competition in the fintech space, in the banking space, and just talking about one of the biggest drivers for Ripple technology and adoption will actually be competition. So I highly recommend you guys go check it out, see if it's worth your time, because I definitely walked away with some nuggets of information that I appreciate, and that's also why I listen to a lot of podcasts and hear other people's points of view, because it helps develop my own, and hopefully my points of view help you come to your own decision. Not that you have to agree with me by any means, but that you might be able to have an opinion from this, bounce it back in a YouTube comment, and change my thought or perception or perspective about something altogether so we grow and learn better. All right, so anyways, very exciting nonetheless. Network effects are going to continue. We have 300 plus clients, direct clients of Ripple today. Now, keep in mind, as I say in every video, and I just want to start off with this, we have connections to Temenos, like literally API gateways right connected to them. We can, via software and just an update, connect to 3,000 plus banks right there. We have Finastra linked to 9,000 plus banks right there. Keep in mind, Swift, the current financial infrastructure for the world legacy system, is about 11,000. So right there, guys, we're already plus there if we're adding banks and FIs, financial institutions. So you realize the network effects and how quickly, when things ramp up and regulatory clarity comes, how quickly things could get moving hypothetically. And not financial advice, guys, and I'm not trying to be a hype man, but I am excited as always. And the longer we are in this downtrend, trending sideways, the more I believe that when price is ready to go, it will ramp up. And guys, there is plenty of money out there. We need this type of transfer of wealth to occur. Banks need the liquidity. They are thirsty. They need the function. The QE is not solving the problem. This is a band-aid. So I want to emphasize that. And then again, MoneyGram. I know that we are literally pumping baby volume through them right now. We know that Ripple owns a portion of them now with the equity deal and the strategic partnership, so to speak. They have over 22,000 payment corridors right there. Remember, these corridors are the highways. The cars will move the payments, and XRP is the fuel. They want 24/7 remittance payments. Now keep in mind with commerce, they're talking about business flows as well. The CEO of Binance US, I believe, just recently addressed this side because I was listening to this. And she was talking about the concept of this as well with payment flows and corporate flows. And I believe she used Toyota or some other car manufacturer as an example between the US and Japan, and talking about when they need to balance their sheets by end of year. You best believe that there's a lot of cross-border payments going on, and yes, these are high-value transfers. People ask, when will the price of XRP appreciate? It is when we are consistently sending higher-value payments, not this low-value, high-volume stuff. That's basically just the on-ramp. We are organic liquidity provided for the ecosystem to allow the on-ramp for everything else to basically board that much easier. All right, let's get into the information today. So Michael, 5val links, thanks for sending this over. So 3S Money Club, or 3S MC, a London-based digital business-to-business merchant banking platform, is joining Ripple's network of banks and financial institutions. So pretty cool here. And again, right here, 3S Money Club, digital bank. The CEO right here, I'm going to say, what's his last name? Ivan Zhizhnevsky made the announcement on LinkedIn. By joining Ripple's growing global network financial institutions can process payments worldwide instantly, reliably, and cost-effectively, rather than, 2 to 6 days. And with transparency. You're not just hiking a football and hoping for the best. You're not just sending a letter at the post office, signing the address, and hoping it gets to your friend in China and asking when they get it, because you have no idea when it's coming, whether it's 2 weeks or whatever. right? True transparency, end-to-end, and bi-directional messaging. So it allows network members to exchange instant messages such as live quotes and payment instructions over one standardized, validated protocol. Interoperability protocols, as I've talked about, is one of the things to help bring the internet of value. Interoperability protocols, we need blockchains, and of course blockchains send value, so we need a digital asset or cryptocurrency, and we need true automation with all of this, such as smart contracts. All right, in contrast, 3SMC is now connected to 4 banking partners through APIs, just like I referenced with Temenos earlier. Keep this in mind, guys. Do not be fooled by the price. There is so much going on, and personally, not financial advice. You have to do what's right for you and take care of yourself by all means. Just make sure that your mental health is good. But guys, I am not selling a single XRP for a long time until I get an ROI that I want, because they're putting not millions, billions of dollars into infrastructure for building blockchains, DLT, and all these digital currencies for governments, financial institutions, interoperability protocols, linking and connecting gateways and APIs. Why on earth, when I see this, would I do the opposite? All right, right here, El Crypto King. Ripple's XRP may be listed on the biggest exchange in Malaysia. So I know, guys, it used to be huge news when we got a new exchange listing. We wanted the price to go up 5%, even during the huge bull runs years ago. It'd go up 20, 30% pump. It's a different landscape now. We want utility. But again, this is good, and we're going to continue to see this. And Ripple is a top 3 cryptocurrency, so this should be no surprise. Obviously, it's older than Ethereum as well. And funny enough, the person, Vitalik, that used to kind of work with Ripple or stayed, on the couch with some of the founders, he went on to create Ethereum with the smart contract capabilities, and since it could scale a bit better. But again, nothing can outdo the XRP ledger as of now. Now, is there competition? I hope so. Let's do it, because that's going to drive innovation, and we have a 7-year head start and thousands of partners, both, hundreds of direct partners and then thousands of indirect partners. Okay, so I know I'm kind of stretching that, but you have to use your imagination, because nothing is going to tell you directly like this. Any great investor looks beyond, and they do have to speculate. You have to. If you're looking for the facts, it's too late. When the facts are out there, the price is already appreciated. You want to go before the money. You do not want to follow the money. You want to be there before the money gets there. All right, right here, I believe it's Weiss or Weiss. I'm going to just say, Weiss. I don't know. You guys will butcher me. Anyways, I've said it before. But anyways, their crypto rating, crypto is now classified as property in Ukraine. Thus, virtual currency owners can use their digital holdings as a medium of exchange, allowing room for legalized trading, payments, investments, and transfers. Simply a matter of time, guys. One country at a time. We are getting some regulatory clarity with this. And it's not, any surprise that we will in the future see automatic payments instead of getting paid bi-weekly or every month like in Europe. You will get paid at the end of your day, perhaps, with constant streaming of payments. And then even with taxation, at least in the United States, I can speak, instead of paying third parties to do this and getting fined by the IRS, there would be a lot more automation, perhaps smart contracts that are completely decentralized. So it'll take out whether it's a flat rate or your actual tax bracket and pay the government directly and automatically. It's simply time for that. We have so much transparency and automation and everything else. I think it's time for value to do that as well. So whether that's, a year from now or 10 years down the road, it's anybody's guess. Keep in mind that it took about 30 to 40 years for the internet to mature, but there's compounding effects with that. So you better believe that this will happen a lot faster than we see. And there's been infrastructure and building for this for a long time at this point as well. So stay confident, guys. All right, right here, crypto assets, regulatory arbitrage shared by I Am Legion, a clear and present danger. And just to go through this really quick, so crypto assets, regulatory arbitrage, we have Jerome Powell discussing this. Keep in mind, back in the day, the capitalization was $211 billion in October 2018. Look at today, we're at $200 billion market cap, and the high was January of 2018, nearly 4 times this amount. And, well, yeah, basically exactly 4 times this amount at $833 billion. And then again, last reported in June of $300 billion. Now we're back to 200. And so basically just talking about, some huge concerns in terms of regulatory clarity. So obviously trading, lucrative opportunities for both institutional and retail investors, and any whales that hold substantial amounts, and huge trading bots, along with all of these mining pools that form, especially with proof of work blockchains and cryptocurrencies, talking about regulatory gaps arising when these assets are outside the purview of market regulators and payment system oversight. Okay, well, it basically just means we don't have control and we want to see what's going on. Again, lack of international standards, agreed. Whether crypto assets were intentionally designed to operate outside the established regulatory frameworks, well, again, CBDCs have been being developed now as we got word 3 to 4 years. So hopefully they are more, further ahead than we think. We know Fidelity, of course, they're listing huge assets. They've been buying Bitcoin since 2015. Like, they've straight up said it. So don't be fooled. All right, go down. If you guys ever want to look this up, go ahead. This is just on Forbes. But one of the things I wanted to see here is this, in this kind of political talk. Regulation cannot ever be one size fits all. Regulators worldwide need to be ever vigilant, coherent, multilateral, and current in their approach. But it should be to no one's surprise that in regulating cryptocurrencies, regulators, when independent, will act in self-interest if not with a clear understanding of the unique national legal frameworks in countries and regions. Absolutely. And how on earth can they be caught up with all of the variables out there to make a true decision that will benefit everybody? Keep in mind, with governments, and I'm not an anarchist by any means, but everybody's just acting in their own self-interest. All right, and then right here, we're going to finish off with this. The elephant in the grass and perhaps monkey wrench in all of this is when governments move into issuing cryptocurrencies themselves, as has Federal Chairman Powell recently speculated for U.S. markets. So guys, makes one wonder. All right, last but not least, Matthew Linney, thank you for sharing this. So Reserve Bank of Australia payment system for the digital economy. And so we can see here, this was just released on December 10th of 2019 out of Sydney. And talking about more digital economy, I know in my previous video, I talked about Greece basically forcing their citizens to pay 30% of all of their payments via digital, I should say, because they want more transparency. They want to take care of one of the world's largest shadow governments in Greece and basically stop all of that and have better transparency and more control. All right, and then right here, cross-border retail payments, talking about how the payments are still hard to make. They're expensive. We're in need of liquidity. We're in need of real-time payments. You understand, guys, real-time, gross settlement, all of that, whether it's, actual, central banks communicating or just FIs, cross-border. And not going through the SWIFT network and basically being the US dollar reserve currency, there's just a lot of inefficiencies, and we need to level the playing field for everybody and kind of just make it a fairer battleground to really just help and innovate everyday people. Because at time of this, the tier 1 banks usually do like to scrape, all the cream off the top, and they're still profiting, but there's a lot of lower level players that could be doing just as well. So again, we're just looking to kind of democratize finance. I know that is cliche, but that is what we're moving towards, and we will see more and more decentralized services as well. And what is it, VASPs, virtual asset service providers? We'll see more of those as well, VASPs, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong, because again, guys, sometimes I do make mistakes. I'm far from perfect, but I do a lot of research, and I'm really excited in this space. And remember, guys, never, never, never invest more than you can afford to lose, but I invest in the projects that bring utility, or at least what I think are useful at this time and will be in the future, because there is always a part of speculation. All right, guys, well, I feel like I've been ranting enough, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.